Hi guys, welcome to another episode of MGI Sim Racing. Today we're coming from northern Italy, Monza, near Milan, on a scorching hot circuit. So yeah, it's gonna be a good one, I think. Qualified in 4th. So without further ado, let's get this thing going. Decent start here. Let's see if we can all get through the first chicanes. It's always a tricky part here at Monza. Not the most difficult track, but this is really something. Yeah, seems to be going okay. I don't know what's going on behind me, but for now it looks okay. And let's see if we can build on this. This guy in front of me here, Hernandez, seems to have a problem. Probably picked up a slowdown or something because he just gives his position away. And that's me in 3rd already, so that's looking really good. Now I know these guys in front of me are really quick, so I don't think I'm going to be able to keep up with them. But yeah, let's see if I can find a rhythm and start driving my own race. Feeling some real pressure here from behind from Lois Barb. Forming a bit of a train, I think. Here we go. Yeah, that's me in the yellow banana car. And yeah, well, I don't know. He's got a lot of pressure, and I think he's just waiting for his moment on the main straight to get me. I'm probably going to be a sitting duck there, but I'm going to do my best. Bad run here, went in way too hot, and that's what you get with this hot circuit. The tarmac is 44 degrees and I'm a sitting duck here at the main straight. Here he comes. I'm not even going to try to defend because it's usually just useless here. He's already in front of me right now, and let's just make sure we get through these chicanes again without any accidents. Back in 4th where I started. Can't be too unhappy about it, but it's still a long race, and I've got plenty of pressure from behind. Diederik Oonstad is just there, so I can't afford to make any mistakes. I'm gonna do my best to stay in the slipstream of Lois Barb, so I can keep up my top speeds. It's not the most demanding track for your tires, this obviously, because of all the long straights, but because of the heat, we're touching 44 degrees here on the tarmac. Yeah, you have to take care of your tires a bit, because if they overheat, you're toast, basically. Yeah, the guys in front are definitely creating a gap. They're already 3.5 seconds away from us. So yeah, I think they're just going to be driving their own race. I have to just concentrate on my own race and my own lap times, and see if I can stay with Lois Barb, which is proving to be quite difficult because he's pretty quick as well. But yeah, I'm gonna try. creating a small gap behind me, so that's a good thing. Unfortunately, the gap in front of me is getting bigger than the gap behind me, so let's have a look at the start. The race has settled down somewhat, so let's see how that transpired. Looks like everybody got away okay. Some guys in the back, not, but okay. Let's see that first chicane, because when you're in a car you can't really see what's going on, but it seems like, well, everybody got through there okay, I think. Well, not in the back, nope. There's definitely a guy parked his car there. But all in all, not too bad. Something must have happened behind me with D-Drake, because the gap is all of a sudden more than a second now, so that gives me some breathing room. Yeah, unfortunately the gap in front is also more than a second, so that gives him some breathing room, but yeah, at least the pressure of the first few laps is starting to ebb away somewhat, but it's I have to stay concentrated here, easy to make a mistake. Just like that, that's the mistake I'm talking about, and right away I'm in trouble because here comes Didrik. He's got massive amounts of overspeed on me right now. Let's just tuck in behind him and see if I can profit from his slipstream for the next long straight and get that position back. But yeah, that's the kind of mistakes you don't want to make. Full pressure now from Hernandez behind me. He was the guy we overtook in the first lap. I think he had a slowdown or something. But yeah, he's pretty quick as well. So he's on my inside now. I think I should have defended that a little bit more, but let's see if I can take him here on the straight. I got a nice little slipstream going here, so let's see if I can take advantage of that. Massive lock up there on my right front tire. Have to give him the room and tucking behind him now. Just see if I can keep up with these guys. I'm in 6th position right now. Yeah, I'm kind of racing backwards this race instead of forwards. But all things considered, things are not going that bad. But yeah, considering I started 4th and I'm driving 6th now. Yeah, what can I say? We just have to see how this goes. Really struggling for grip right now. I don't know what happened. Maybe I overheated my tires or something, but I just can't keep up with them. and my lap times aren't that great either. So yeah, I have to take it easy, a couple of laps, get my composure back, and just drive my normal laps. Normally I would usually do 144s or something, or low 145s definitely, but I'm not doing that at all at the moment. So yeah. I have to be careful behind me as well, because Lars is closing in, and he's fighting with Kari, as it seems, because they just switched positions. Kari is dropping back right now, so something must have happened there, and Kari is dropping back further, and Kari is gone. So let's have a little look. Let's see if what happened there. The guys are just behind me. They were fighting. So let's see what happened there. Here we have Kari into the complex here, and yeah, that's a big one. I think that's race over. No fast repairs in this series, so that was a Scary where he lost it. So well, that's got one guy less behind me, but still I got Lars, who's what, 4.7 seconds behind me. My last lap time was 146 again, so I don't know what's going on. The guys in front of me are doing 144s, so this is not going all too great. In front of me they're fighting, that's a good thing. Maybe they can slow each other down somewhat so I can catch up again. Yeah, the gap is growing. It's 3 seconds now, and the gap behind me is 5 seconds now, so I'm kind of in no man's land right now. Which can be a good thing. I can concentrate on my own lap times and not have to worry too much about other cars around me. Coming up on the main straight, I'm really curious about my lap times now. I feel like I'm driving nice tidy laps, but somehow it doesn't reflect in my lap times. So let's see what this is. This is a 145.3. Okay, well that's starting to look like something again. At least the guys in front of me are still a lot faster, but maybe I should just concede that and just acknowledge that they're faster than me. But at least low 145s are yeah, they're respectable on a hot track like this. I am gaining somewhat on the guys in front, on Hernandez. It's only 3 seconds. What do we got here? We got a big crash coming up, I think. This is position 13. He's off in a Scary as well. Oh, that is a big one. That is a big one. Yeah, that was not so nice. He was off. He should have waited, but okay. So I guess maybe they can make it back to the pits. I don't know. But yeah, that was a big one. So yeah, right now I'm looking in front of me. It's what, 3.3 seconds. Behind me the gap is growing as well. So yeah, just the only thing I can hope for right now is that the guys in front of me just keep on fighting and get each other into trouble somewhat, and I can profit from that. Well, they switched positions again, so they are definitely fighting. And yeah, the gap is getting smaller too. It's 2.5 seconds now, or what is it, 2.6 seconds? And my lap time was decent. So yeah, we'll see how this will go. There they are, right in front of me. This doesn't help. I just got in too hot, couldn't brake, and yeah, I had to go straight through over these sausage curves. Take it easy, not to damage the wings. I don't think I have any damage, but it's definitely going to be a turbo lap time. And right away I got Lars, who's in 7th position, closing in. It's only 3 seconds now. There he is. So instead of gaining on the guys in front, I have to start looking in my mirrors again. Not really what I wanted, but yeah, there you have it. Really searching for traction right now. It's yeah, I said it before, it's really hot, and I got a feeling my tires are melting or something, because you have to really be careful with the brakes. The car slides everywhere, and be very careful with the throttle as well. Let's see if I can do this chicane a little better than I did the last time, and yeah, that's better. That little mistake just the lap before just cost me 2 seconds, and yeah, that's problematic really, because Lars is now, well, less than 3 seconds behind me. So I really have to get it together and drive a couple of really clean laps. We've passed the halfway point of the race so far. We got, well, 10 laps to go. So it's flying by. My last lap time was a 1:45.5 and Lars did a 1:45.8. So at least I got that under control more or less. He's not gaining for sure. So yeah, that's looking good. Ran in way too fast over there in the Lesmo. Massive understeer. That also has to do with the temperature of the track. Yeah, that just costs time, and unnecessarily so. Nice view here from the Iracing blimp. Not so useful on this track because of the many trees. There's just some parts of the track you can use this this camera viewpoint, because most of the track is obscured by the big trees around it. I visited Monza last year. It's really, yeah, it really looks like this. I can only say they did a good job at Iracing. Everything looks exactly the way it is. Back marker coming up. Oh, yeah. I'd rather have he just continue through the chicane, but he's moving over really, really far for everybody. Yeah, that's sometimes I understand it's difficult. You're constantly looking in your mirrors and you're probably not so sure about your car, about your driving anyway, but yeah, it would be easier if it just, if they just continue the line. It's more predictable that way, but yeah. All I can do right now is just keep driving my own lines and my own lap times and hope that something will happen in front of me or behind me. Because right now it's kind of status quo. The guys in front of me are what, 7.5 seconds, and the guy behind me, Lars, is about 3 seconds. It's gotten a little smaller again, the gap I see. But we're almost identical with lap time, so I don't expect too much trouble there. But yeah, in the meantime I have to stay concentrated because not much is going on at the moment. Something did happen in front of me because Hernandez is losing time fast. Let's have a look what transpired there. In a short replay, here he is just in front of me, and he's going into the Lesmo 2 and just, yeah, I think he hit the curves or something. Just lovely, those skid marks on the grids, on the gravel. How realistic is that? But anyway, yeah, that's yeah, I was just talking about just waiting for something to happen, and here it is. I don't know if it's enough what happened, but the gap has been cut in half. Basically, it's now 3.5 seconds. It was more than 7, so yeah, maybe I can do something with that, and well, the gap is shrinking even further. So maybe he has some trouble with his car or something. There he is, just in front of me, and the guy behind me, of course, is Lars. And yeah, it's the differences between us three is really, really small, so it's kind of status quo again. But again, like I said, it was just 3.5 seconds. It's only 1.4 seconds now, so place 5 is definitely in the cards again. And I don't know, maybe he has some damage or something with his car. I am not sure, but yeah, let's just see how this develops. Just a little closer and I can get into a slipstream and profit from that, but I think I'm still a bit too far away. I have to stay calm now and just do my laps. Obviously there's something going on with him, so I just have to stay calm. In the meantime, something had happened to Lars behind me because the gap is all of a sudden 9 seconds and he lost the position to Istvan. So let's have a look what happened there, because he was close on my gearbox the whole time. Here he comes, again into a scurry. Let's see what goes on. Yeah, just a bit too aggressive with the steering, I think. No real harm done, he can continue. Just cost him some time. That gives me some breathing room behind me, for sure. And that's always pleasant. And slowly I'm getting closer and closer to Hernandez, so I'm slowly getting into his slipstream, and that will give me some extra top speed. He's off again. I don't know what's going on with him. Maybe he has some damage to his car or something, or he overcooked his tires, I'm not sure, but at least I'm in position 5 now, which is great on the one hand. On the other hand, I got a car right on my gearbox. I just gotta see if I can create a small gap here. Well, if he has damage, it's definitely not affecting his top speed, because he can just keep up with me easily. Of course, he's got my slipstream on my draft right now, but still, usually when you got some wings bent or something, it's hard to stay with the guy in front of you. Here you have a nice overview. He's definitely matching me for pace, no problem on the straight. He's actually closing in, so I don't think he has any damage, at least not costing him top speed. So I don't know what's going on with him. Only 5 laps to go. In position 5. Let's see if I can keep this position. I know this guy is faster than me, but I don't know what's going on. Maybe he just has some trouble with his tires or something. I'm not sure, but I'm just gonna simply do my laps. The gap is growing again. I think he went off again, because now all of a sudden it's 1.5 seconds. So that should be enough for me to stay in front of him. I hope. The guy in front of me is a back marker. He's not. I'm not racing him. There are 2 back markers here, and he's. Oh, I have to lift off here. That's gonna get me some trouble. Hernandez didn't lift off, and he's got a massive overspeed on me now. I had to lift off for that guy. He just. That's what I mean. I wish they just kept on driving and not stopping everywhere to let us by, but. Yeah, he's on my inside now. I just have to let him go. Let's see if I can get that position back on the main straight. Oh, he almost lost it there. Again, I have to lift off. So that's not helping me here. I had much better run in that corner, but now because I had to lift off, we're just equal. I can't really get behind him because we're so close. I don't think I'm going to make it this one, because he's got the inside line obviously covered, and I can't do much right now. Tucking behind him. Let's see if I can get into his slipstream and do something on the next long straight. I just have to stay close enough. Whatever his problems were a couple of laps ago, they seem to have solved themselves. He's back on race pace again, and I'm having a real hard time keeping up with him. Yeah, it's too bad with the back marker, maybe with the second lead I had, but then again he's much faster than me, so I don't know. In the meantime, some crash happened behind me on position 10, so we're gonna have a short look at that, what happened there. That was a big one, I think, so let's have a look. This is Gordon. They've been fighting the whole race together, coming up in Parabolica. Well, everything seems to be okay here. Oversteer, and that is unfortunate. I don't think he hit the barrier that hard. Probably race over, not sure. In the meantime, back to my POV, I'm still chasing down Hernandez, or trying to chase him down. The gap is a little over a second now, and yeah, like I said, he just he found his race pace again. He's doing a 1:44.9, something I have not achieved this whole race so far. So I think I'm just gonna have to concede that position unless he makes another mistake, of course. Little over 2 laps left in this race, and yeah, it's flown by. Pretty exciting race, I have to say. Still got a lead on or a possibility for position 5, but I think it's going to be a bit difficult. But I'm going to try. If I finish in this position, I'm gonna gain 56 I-rating points, so that's always good. Always only have 2 incursions so far. I don't even know where I picked those up, but apparently I did. And so that's good for my safety rating as well. So all in all, not a bad day. It could have been a bit better, I feel. I'm a bit disappointed to only running in 6, but I have to be honest as well, the guys in front of me are just faster than I am, so yeah, sometimes you just have to be honest enough with each other, or with yourself, I have to say. You have to be honest enough with yourself to acknowledge that this is the maximum you got right now. One more to go, and then it's race over. So unless he makes a mistake, because the gap is almost 2 seconds now, he's just slowly pulling away, just like he did in the beginning. Yeah, unless he makes a mistake, this is the way we're going to finish, or unless I make a mistake, of course, which I'm not hoping. Yeah, just have to wait and see. I have to say the guy behind me is really quick, 1:45.0, so that's really a good lap time. But the gap is 7 seconds, so I don't have to be too worried about that. Last time on the main straight towards the checkered flag. 6th position, started in 4th. All in all, not a bad race. Guys, if you enjoyed that, I'll be uploading a lot more Iracing. So yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.